Hello students, I hope you all are fine. Today in this module we'll discuss some more about the Indian rivers. The Himalayan rivers. The major Himalayan rivers are the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. These rivers are long and are joined by many large and important tributaries. A river along with its tributary may be called a river system. A tributary is the small river which joins to a large river. Like see in this map, the major rivers are Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus, and all other rivers which join to these main river are tributaries. The Indus river system. The river Indus rises in Tibet near Lake Mansarovar. Flowing west, it enters India in the Ladakh district of Jammu and Kashmir. It forms a picturesque gorge in this part. Several tributaries, the Jaskar, the Nubra, the Shyok, and the Hunja, join in the Kashmir region. The Indus flow through Baltistan and Gilgit and emerges from the mountains at Attock. The Satluj, the Beas, the Ravi, the Chenab, and the Jhelum join together to enter the Indus near Mithankot in Pakistan. Beyond this, the Indus flows southward, eventually reaching the Arabian Sea east of Karachi. The Indus plain has a very gentle slope with a total length of 2900 km. The Indus is one of the longest rivers of the world. A little over a third of the Indus basin is located in India, in the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Punjab, and the rest in Pakistan. According to the regulation of the Indus Water Treaty 1960, India can use only 20% of the total water carried by the Indus River system. This water is used for irrigation in Punjab, Haryana and southern and western part of Rajasthan. The Ganga River system. The headwaters of the Ganga, called the Bhagirathi, is fed by the Gangotri glacier and joined by the Alaknanda at Devprayag in Uttarakhand. At Haridwar, the Ganga emerges from the mountains onto the plains. The Ganga is joined by many tributaries from the Himalayas, a few of them being major rivers such as the Yamuna, the Ghagra, the Gandak, and the Kosi. The river Yamuna rises from the Yamutri glacier in the Himalayas. It flows parallel to the Ganga and as a right bank tributary meet the Ganga at Allahabad or Prayagraj. The Ghagra, the Gandak and the Kosi rise in the Nepal Himalayas. They are the rivers which flood part of the northern plains every year, causing widespread damage to life and property, whereas they enrich the soil for agricultural use. The main tributaries which come from the peninsular upland are the Chambal, the Betwa, and the Son. These rise from semi-arid areas, have shorter course, and do not carry much water in them. Enlarged with the water from its right and left bank tributary, the Ganga flows eastward till Farakka in West Bengal. This is the northernmost point of the Ganga delta. The river bifurcates here. The Bhagirathi Hooghly, a distributary, flows southward through the deltaic plain to the Bay of Bengal. The main stream flows southwards into Bangladesh and is joined by the Brahmaputra. Further downstream it is known as the Meghna. This mighty river with water from Ganga and Brahmaputra flows into the Bay of Bengal. The delta formed by these rivers is known as Sundarban Delta. Do you know the Sundarban Delta derived its name from the Sundari tree which grows well in marshland? It is the world's largest and fastest growing delta. It is also the home of Royal Bengal tiger. The length of the Ganga is over 2500 km. Look at the figure. Can you identify the type of drainage pattern formed by the Ganga river system? If you see the figure, you will notice it is looking like the downside another figure showing dendritic drainage pattern. Ambala is located on the water divide between the Indus and the Ganga river system. The plains from Ambala to the Sundarban stretch over nearly 1800 km, but the fall in its slope is hardly 300 meters. In other words, there is fall of just 1 meter for every 6 km. Therefore, the river develops large meanders in this region. Brahmaputra river system. The Brahmaputra rises in Tibet east of Mansarovar lake, very close to the source of the Indus and the Satluj. It is slightly longer than the Indus and most of its course lies outside India. It flows eastward parallel to the Himalayas. On reaching the Namcha Barwa, which is having 7757 meter height, it takes a U-turn and enters India in Arunachal Pradesh through a gorge. Here it is called the Dihang and it is joined by the Dibang, the Lohit and many other tributaries to form the Brahmaputra in Assam. In Tibet, the river carries a smaller volume of water and less silt as it is a cold and dry area. In India, it passes through a region of high rainfall. Here, the river carries a large volume of water and considerable amount of silt. The Brahmaputra has a braided channel in its entire length in Assam and forms many riverine islands. Do you remember the name of the world's largest riverine island and formed by the Brahmaputra river? Riverine island is a landmass formed within a river, and that largest riverine island is Mozzoli. Every year during the rainy season, the river overflows its banks, causing widespread devastation due to flood in Assam and Bangladesh. Unlike other North Indian rivers, the Brahmaputra is marked by huge deposit of silt on its bed, causing the river bed to rise. The river also shifts its channel frequently. Thank you, students. Keep smiling. We'll meet again in any other module.